keep that crap at her mother's. He glanced at the woman beside him. She was tall, not super tall, not taller than his 6'3" frame, but taller than his ex, taller than most women. She held her chin up with a confidence he admired, her eyes laser-focused forward, her full lips resting in a kind line. She had a great profile, and an air of ease and sureness surrounded her like a soft glow. He must have been staring too intensely because her eyes slid to the side and she turned to face him. Think they'll put the orders up at the same time, or are we going to have to duke it out for the first one? Emmett's lip twitched into a small smile. You can have it. Her light blue eyes squinted just slightly, and she made a fist with her hand and flexed her coat-covered arm. You sure you don't want to arm wrestle for it? Emmett chuckled and scanned the coffee shop. Afraid there are no empty tables. He snapped his fingers. Shucks, and I was so looking forward to kicking your butt. He'd been in a crappy mood this morning. Too much beer at poker night last night, combined with the fact this past year had been complete shit. But this woman's smile pulled him from the dark place he'd woken up in. In fact, her wide smile made his stomach do a somersault and caused heat to pool in various places in his body. Various intimate places. Oh, that's some ego you got there, she said, her carefree attitude causing his own shoulders to shake off some of their tension. I prefer to simply call it confidence, he stated, matching her smile. She stuck her hand out. Zara Olsen. He took her hand. It was soft, but the shake held strength. Emmett Strong. She tossed her head back and laughed. She had a great laugh. Your last name is Strong? He knew his grin was goofy, but he didn't care. He liked how he felt around this woman. He liked her. Yep, told you. I'd whoop you at an arm wrestle. My name doesn't lie. Well, if that's what we're doing here, my last name isn't Olsen. It's Brilliant. Zara Brilliant. She thrust her hand forward once again. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Oh, yeah, he definitely liked her. Pretty and witty. A winning combo, if ever there was one. 20 years ago, when he was an undergrad on the prowl in a hopping nightclub, he would have been a drunk idiot and thrown out a line like, your last name should be Gorgeous. But he was too smart for that shit now. He shook his head at the memory of how much of a pussy-obsessed beast he'd been. He'd do his best to keep JoJo away from guys like him. His ego back then could have eclipsed the sun. He fought the urge to shudder at the embarrassing memories. He wasn't that guy now. He'd grown up. He'd matured. He'd become a father to a beautiful little girl who he wanted to wrap in bubble wrap and shield from any and all heartache. Zara lifted a dark eyebrow at him. You okay there, Mr. Strongman? Her very full lips wiggled at one corner as she tried not to smile. Emmett's chest shook, and he grinned back at her. Yep, just telling the 20-year-old in me to not say the line I would have said 2 decades ago. Oh, why did he reveal that? Now she'd want to know what he was thinking. Curiosity stole across her features, and she opened her mouth, but they were saved by the barista. Extra large black coffee, double espresso shot, and an everything bagel with cream cheese, lox, and cucumber, the male barista said, interrupting their banter. Oh, thank God. Emmett inclined his head forward to offer Zara the coffee and bagel first, and was about to say something like, after you, when the barista plunked the duplicates down and said, ×2. They each reached for their coffees and breakfasts. Emmett's knuckles brushed hers just as they wrapped their fingers around their enormous to-go coffee cups, and a surge of something he could only define as electric attraction sprinted from his hand straight down between his legs. Enjoy your breakfast, Mr. Strong, Zara said, once again tossing her head back and laughing as she made to leave. She shot him a smile over her shoulder and shook her head, chuckling as she heaved the door open and headed down.